Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Enough Said podcast. We are in season 5. It is episode 22, guys. So we got a lot going on today. Of course, we're going to talk about Buffalo and KC. We might even talk about Washington and Philly. Who knows? We're going to talk about who we think will win, who deserves to win, and who the NFL wants to win. We got some coaching hires. We go around the horn on that. We got, would you rather have a miracle Super Bowl or a shot at multiple Super Bowls? We'll talk about that. All these coordinators, a lot of retreads, and Mike's got a surprise small game that we don't even know about yet. So let's get it on.
Yep.
What up, fellas?
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Yeah,
What's
man.
up?
What's up?
Yo, what up?
We are ready,
what up?
man. If people
What
in
up?
Philly are fired up.
Yeah.
It was a calm before the storm last night in Philly, guys, when I was in there. So everybody was like chilling, getting ready. They were watching the Sixers, but nobody cared about the Sixers, man. It was just, that's another story.
They won.
They did. They beat the Bulls. Nobody beats the Bulls, baby.
Nobody,
Yeah,
and then they beat the Cavaliers the other day, but we're done. We're done with them.
A lot to talk about today. Welcome, everybody. If you haven't seen us before, we are the Enough Said podcast, and we are on every Sunday at 11 o'clock. You can check us out on all the major social media platforms, of course, Instagram, X, YouTube, or you can stream us on the major platforms like Apple, iTunes, all that fun stuff. So check us out. You can always email Jermaine, enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com as usual. Getting the intros together. If you never met the people on the staff before, we will start with this guy. Being a 49ers fan, he often gets kicked in the can. The only thing worse is when Mojo plays with the ceiling fan. What up, Mike?
What's up,
I
Mike?
like that one.
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
What's
Yeah,
going
how's
on,
it going? Yeah,
Boy, that
what's up,
cat
everybody?
boy.
Mojo
Yeah,
having a little fun. What happened, Mike?
no, man. He just curiosity killed a cat, right? You know, he's just into everything.
Man.
I mean, everything. Literally, like you sitting there, like I'll cook something in the kitchen, man. He jump on you, like he'll try to climb me, like he'll try to get on my shoulder, man. I'm like, what are you doing? You trying to kill
man.
yourself?
Oh,
Trying to
hold
jump
on,
in the
man. He might
oven,
have got a hold of
trying
that
to
juice
refrigerator.
a couple weeks ago, Mike.
Huh?
He might have got a hold of that juice that you was drinking the other
Oh
day.
yeah, no, you would
That
think.
mule.
The
Yeah.
mug.
You
I
would
The
think.
mule, excuse me.
The
Right,
Mojo
Yeah.
juice.
the mojo juice.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's right.
Yeah.
He got a couple licks out of that, and that was it. He's like,
He's like, I'm swinging from the fan,
acting
man.
like daddy now.
Yeah, maybe, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. This cat and everything. I gotta guard my liquor, man.
He's got the cat in the hat.
You looking around to make sure he ain't coming around. He's like, in your hand, and like, yeah, you don't know. He might come in the middle of the show, man.
Right. Oh no, him people I will.
He was hiding in the tree. That should tell us right there what kind of cat he is.
That's
Yeah,
funny,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
He don't mess
Yeah,
around,
man.
man.
yeah.
This next guy, he is rooting for the Eagles this Sunday with all his might. If they do win, he can finally say that Howie got it right. Jermaine,
Oh,
what
that's
up,
you, Tom.
everybody?
That's you, baby. That's you. You know what I mean?
Man, I
You
just
win
knew
the
you was
Super
about
Bowl,
to say.
you gotta say that, bro. You gotta say that, man.
So I thought you when you said all your bite, I just knew you was gonna go to Dre and say he's gonna celebrate drinking a can of Sprite.
Oh, that's coming. That's next. I got it. I got it. It's coming.
I like that one, Mike. That was funny.
That's where I'm going next. If the Eagles win, he'll be partying all night. He'll be drinking more than just that one can of Sprite. Say hi to Dre, everybody. That was it. That was next.
Oh no, he's got the fight song.
Oh, shoot. Here we go.
Yeah.
We can't hear it, though, Dre.
Ah,
We
man.
can't hear it.
Oh man.
Man, there it
Ain't
is.
gonna stop you guys from singing it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we'll skip this into the show. Yeah.
Hit him low,
Hit 'em
high.
Hey, you know what?
Eagle fly.
Hold on, man. You know what? Sal, I need you to go to the mayor's house and slap her. Honestly.
Uh-oh.
You
Yeah.
can't, come on, man. You can't look. I'm being clowned down here. It's like, what's going on with your man? She can't spell, and y'all got her as the mayor. It's like, come on, man. I was
Wow,
like,
really?
she wasn't even close, Dre. She wasn't even close. She said ELGESE. I said,
It was bad,
God,
dude.
man.
I was like, what?
How do you not know how to spell that?
Is she
That
from
was
Philly?
so embarrassing, man. You know what I mean?
Is she from was she born and raised in Philly, or is she
I
from
don't-
like
I
somewhere
don't
else?
know, man.
Like California or
Regardless,
something,
if
man. How
you
you
was
mess that
born-
up?
If you was born in anywhere, man, all right, come on, Eagles, you can't spell that. Really?
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
Come
Yeah, that
on.
is bad.
That's bad, man. That's bad.
Yeah.
I'll send it over to you, Dre. It's
I gotta see that, man.
It's
I
bad.
gotta see that.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what she was doing, but
Yeah.
who knows, man? We've had the mayors, that's for sure. Yeah, so I'm here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Going back to Wilson Good, he was the one in my time, man.
Wilson Good.
You remember him, right?
Yeah, I remember Wilson. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
Wilson.
And his
Yeah.
brother was in too. Yeah.
Oh, he was a mayor too?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't actually, you know what? I don't think he was the mayor, but he was high on the city council. I think you're right. I don't
Okay.
think he was actually the full mayor. Wilson definitely was, but
Yeah. All right.
yeah. Oh my God.
Wilson Good.
Yeah, man. I'll see. We got some predictions for today. Let's start with that, guys. Let's talk about your boy and the refs. Hef's in the house early. He just said C. See what, Hef? Come on, man. Get it together, man.
Commanders.
Oh,
Look
man.
at this guy.
Oh,
Look at this
come
guy,
on,
man. I gotta show
man.
this to the stream.
Yeah, I don't know where the eye came from, but
Oh man, that here we go. He's gonna spell it out. I don't know if he can spell either. I don't think Commander spelled with an I last time I looked, right?
Yeah, Hef. I don't think there's an I in Commanders.
Half.
There's no I in Commanders, man.
Ain't no I in we.
We'll get to Eagles Commanders. In his defense, he is at work. He's trying to get out of work. So get out of work, get home, watch the game. So
I know he's geared up though, and where he's working.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's geared up.
Yep.
Represent.
Let's talk about your boy Andy Reid today. He is going for the three-peat if he gets into the Super Bowl and actually wins first team 3 times. You got Mahomes flopping for the refs. Will they kind of get into it today and fall for it? Let's talk about that game. Let's start with Dre. Dre, your boy, ex-Randy Mahomes. They're going to pull it out against Buffalo?
Yep, they sure are.
There's
I don't see Buffalo winning because of those factors you just mentioned, man. I mean, the refs are pretty much guiding them to the Super Bowl. I mean, and they were not struggling, but they out of what 7, 8, maybe half the season they got lucky. They're not as good as they were last year, and they had a lot of injuries in the beginning of this year. And then they, try to revamp back. But Andy Reid always finds a way, and the refs do help. So I am getting Patrick Mahomes is getting on my nerves, honestly, with all this flopping crap because he's taking advantage of it. I hate this rule where you can't even, contact the I like Jermaine said last week. It's gonna be flag football. I mean,
put the jersey on them.
Yeah, I mean, especially like, what happened last week, that the two guys collided and they hit each other. And then, ref said, roughing the passer. I'm like, you didn't even touch him. But anyway, besides that, Andy Reid. Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. Like, honestly, for coach, is he better than Bill Belichick?
Yeah, he definitely.
Mark out there.
That's going to be the big question, man. If he does win the three-peat, do you put him over top of Bill Belichick? I know Bill Belichick has more Super Bowls? Well, man, first three-peat in NFL history.
Yeah.
I mean that's debatable. You know what I mean? To put him over top of Belichick. Yeah, you're right.
Along the same lines, you put Mahomes over Brady at that point too.
I
I don't think so, but I think he's
Brady's
close.
Brady's clutch.
It's
man.
close.
Brady, yeah, it is close. Brady's
It's
clutch.
close.
You know.
Yeah. Don't ask Ron. We won't even go
No.
there. Mike, who you like today, man? Big Red?
I hate to say it. I think it is the Chiefs. You know, as the team, I think will win. You know, the team I think deserves to win, of course, Buffalo. But you know, I think it's just, you know, the Chiefs find a way to get that one guy to step up that, you know, just isn't like a big time playmaker, but just somebody that just has a good game at the right time. You know, Mahomes is going to be Mahomes, but it'll be someone like, you know, Hollywood Brown or the receiver, the other guy, I can't think of his name right now. The other receiver they got midseason, that, you know, been okay. Hopkins, yeah, he's been okay, but you know, this is that 200-yard, you know, breakout game that he has. And you're like, dang, where'd that come from? You know, just like when Juju was on there and he had the big games, and you're just kind of like, he ain't done much all year, but he just has a big game. It's just something about the Chiefs and the way that they just find guys to step up when they need to step up, man. And I think it's going to happen again. You know, it's frustrating, but they're a good team.
Jermaine, Regis tells Kelsey, just get open. I don't care what you do. Kelsey has been a monster in the playoffs. I don't know if Taylor Swift got into him, whatever's going on. What is going on with Kelsey? Is it going to be enough today against the Bills?
Well, Taylor Swift has been away, so you just got to look. This is the real time and whatnot. So just stay away. You know, as far as outside the field, you know, outside the stadium and all that stuff. Let Travis cook. You know, and I mean, shoot, he's like one of the top, you know, top players. You know what I mean? As far as stat wise, when it comes to the playoffs, he knows how to turn it on. You know, again, you know, I'm with Hef. I mean, you got to punch him in the face, man. You just can't let him just go around and you know, get in the middle and he's wide open. Come on, man. You know, the focal point is Travis Kelsey. You know, with that being said, you know, just like what Dre was talking about, you know, with the refs and him flopping, and he's also mastering, you know, playing that fine line, not sliding. And then at the last minute, you slide, and then you get hit. You know what I mean? And now he's putting his hands up. That's what you're sick and tired of. You're playing with fire, Patrick. You're playing with fire, because if those two guys, at least one of them, would have collided, you would have definitely had a concussion, man. Seriously. Yeah. So you're playing with a fine line and playing around, and you think everything, you know, I'm going to get these calls out. I'm just going to just slide or just get out of bounds at the last minute, take that one next step. That one next step might just put you out, and then you don't cost the Chiefs. You don't cost the Chiefs playoffs game. But going back, I think if Buffalo, and Mike said it, take it out of the refs' hands. Take it out of the refs. Do not have this thing tight in the fourth quarter. You can't. You can't have it tight in the fourth quarter when you're down by 4 or something like that, and you got it in the refs' hands. Get out on them, stomp on them quick. Stay on top of them. Don't let your foot off the pedal.
I agree.
And stay on top and put them in the ground. Put them in the ground. Yep. So that's what I'm looking. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for Josh Allen to be the MVP guy to come out, do what he got to do, what he has to do, take the game in his hands and run with it, man. Run with it. But you can't take your foot off the gas and then you put it in the ref's hand, because if it's tight in the fourth quarter, the Chiefs won. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a call. Yep.
Exactly. And I think also the X factor is Amari Cooper.
Okay.
Amari's been missing the last 2 games, like 2 games. Right?
Yeah.
It might come down to him, man, for them to put it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know Josh is gonna do his thing. That run thing he's gonna do and all that. But I think the Buffalo Bills got to come out smacking them hard.
Hard.
Yep. You know?
Yeah, Jermaine is on fire.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing that Buffalo needs to do, they got to control the game, especially with that run game. You know, I mean, I think they did it with Baltimore to an extent, and I think they have to do it to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs defense, you know, has been exposed at times this season. They've given up some big runs and some big passes. And so this is the game, you know, you want to stomp them by points, but you really want to stomp them in physicality. You know, you just want to kind of push them all around the field. Like they really don't have a chance, you know. Kind of take the manhood. I mean, that's really what Buffalo has to do. And they can do it. You know, they have a shot, but it's just, you know, Mahomes, I mean, until you someone take him down, you know, it's like watching the champ, right? You know, you're going to pick the champ because until someone does it, you can't believe they're going to lose, you know?
Yep, you're right. You're right.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like Dre's taking the Bills. Mike is taking KC. Jermaine, I don't think you said who you were going to take.
No.
Oh.
Nah, he's taking the Chiefs.
I'm
He's taking the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Dre.
I'm the only
Yeah,
one
Dre's
that's
taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, unless you are, Sal. I'm taking the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
too.
So, I think the Bills, and Mike just said, I was thinking the same thing about the running game. They got to control the clock, keep Mahomes off the field.
Yep.
If they can get the running game going with Cook, and obviously you got to get, Allen running too.
Yeah.
Just move the ball, just be consistent, keep them off the field, control the clock. And because the best way you can keep them off is not keep them from scoring points, is not let them on the field.
Yep.
And get in his face, like you said, Jermaine. Get physical with him. Let him make those stupid decisions that he's got to make. And hit Kelsey at the line, jam him, do whatever you got to do to slow him down and get him off the rhythm. But
I just don't want to see him wide open. I mean, when Mahomes has, he's wide, I'm like, what the? It's like you got 11 people, and nobody can figure this crap out. You know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah.
Me and Heffo on the same page. It's like, here's Kelsey wide open, and he catches it. And now you got the yak. The yards after the catch.
Yep.
That's another 20.
Because Andy Reid just lets him roam around. That's why he's always
If
open.
he's letting them do that, man, I'm sitting up there. If I'm a linebacker or something, or a safety or something, punching him in the face. Honestly, you got to punch him in the face, man. Knock him off. Do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Take the 15.
Yeah.
Take the 15 yards.
Well, my question is, if McDermott doesn't win the day, Mike, is he on the hot seat?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
You on the hot seat, guys?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
Oh, man,
I think he should be just like Harbaugh. Harbaugh's like what 3-4 he lost 4, and Mike Dermott is the same. Sean Dermott is the same thing, man. Like he's not doing well to get the team over the top.
No, he can't get him over the top, man.
That's what we did with Andy Reid. We were tired of Andy Reid. Yeah, NFC Championship, great.
Yeah, I hear you. I might go do it with my team, but right now, after you've seen with the coaches hiring, we'll talk about that one this year. I think teams are like, nah, we're just better off sticking with what we got. And Buffalo wasn't supposed to be here. This was supposed to be a down year for them, and it's turned into the right formula.
Yep.
So no, I don't think he's going anywhere. He just got to keep that coordinator. You got to keep Joe Brady on that staff. He can't let him go. And then I think they figured out on defense. They got a pretty good time. He's got a pretty good system, and they're going to be in the mix. And that's all you can kind of ask for right now.
Yeah, they'll be there. Interestingly, that game, later tonight or whatever. I don't think weather's going to be a factor. It's just going to be cold, whatever.
It's Kansas City. So.
It's Kansas City, yeah. So it's going to be a tight one, regardless. I think it's going to be a great game. So we shall see. Hef says, "Boom, 15-yard penalty." Damn right. Let's take him out. Take him out, Jermaine.
Yeah,
take him out.
Yeah. Carson Wentz. Was it Carson Wentz the backup, right?
Yeah. That's it.
Exactly.
Carson Wentz.
Might be the next Nick Foles.
Yeah, right. Oh wow. Yeah, that would be painful.
That'd be crazy, man.
That would be painful.
That'd be
That'll be really, really.
Yeah.
We got 2-2. We're split on that one. Bills and KC.
Yep,
Hef makes it 3-2. He thinks the Chiefs will get the W. So we shall see. Hef and I and our pick'em are pretty close. So I think if I lose both of these and Hef wins both of these games today, we're tied. So I think we're 2 points apart from each other.
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't know. I thought that was good, man.
I stopped after week 10. I stopped at week 10.
Yeah, it's still going on. Hef and I are going head to head in that one.
Man.
So
yeah,
AD stopped at week 1, so
yeah,
he was 0-17.
And
all of a sudden, I stopped.
Yeah. Well, everybody after the 15-second draft just gave up on Jermaine. That was it. Here you go, pick, boom, next pick, boom, bing. Freaking bells are ringing. I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right, here we go, guys. The game in Philadelphia today. We'll talk about this one now. So, Washington and Philadelphia. Jermaine Britton Covey could return for the Super Bowl. They got to win it for him. If they win today, he will be back for the Super Bowl.
Oh, he'll be back to the. All right, so he's
Covey.
not gonna be back today. All right.
Covey.
Yeah, that's my man. Covey's coming back. All right.
Yeah,
he's
Covey back in the house.
He's probably licking his chops, like, please put me in. Please put me in. Please get me to the Super Bowl.
Maybe Brandon Graham too. They're talking about, but I don't know. I think Graham's.
If Graham comes back to the Super Bowl and they win, then yeah, you definitely got to retire. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you go out on top.
But I can't see him with with that something like that torn like that. You coming back? No.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what I mean? You got to be that. You got to be that rah-rah. You got to be that coach on the sideline, man. Get this team geared up. But with that being said, all week, man, I just been hunting for things, listening to the radio, listening to everybody. You know what I mean? All that stuff, their opinions and all that stuff. And I don't have nothing. The only two things I got basically with this game is that these two teams have not turned the ball over at all in the playoffs. All right. So it's going to be whoever wins the turnover. And then you got to give that edge to Philly because Philly has that experience. Philly's been to the NFC Championship. This would be their third time. But, in this area with Jalen Hurts, this would be their second time. So the majority of these players have experience being in this limelight. I don't know what Jaden Daniels is going to be because I'm going to tell you right now, Philly's going to be rocking in the link. It's going to be loud. We're not going to be able to feel it because we're watching it on TV, but that place is going to be rocking.
Oh, yeah.
Is that going to shake Jaden Daniels? And I'm not saying anything that after this game he's just going to be bad. No, it's definitely a step up because he can actually embrace that. As far as being in that situation and all that stuff. So definitely I'm giving the experience to Philly. But as far as being guaranteed and being confident and all that stuff, I mean, like you said, Sal, Jalen Hurts with his knee brace, you know what I mean? Quinyon Mitchell, our top quarterback, he said he's playing, so you need your legs before you need your arms and whatnot. You know what I mean? So if you can stick with Terry McLaurin, Cam Jurgensen, with his back, and I know they're hurt on their side too, but we got the home field advantage. I think we got the experience. I give the slight edge to Philly, but I'm not feeling confident. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
But, I'm not guaranteed. I'm not guaranteeing nothing saying that, money in the bank, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
I'm worried about Mitchell tackling with that shoulder, but Dre.
But I'd rather have his legs more than that.
Agreed.
And give him some safety help. As far as that, but you're right because he extended that arm when he tried to get, and that's probably what happened. You know what I mean? He extended it and it got bent some other way, but and then Slay's got to be the other one. Slay's got to be the big dog. He's got to be the big dog today. In that backfield, everybody in that secondary, and I don't know if we're going to miss Nakobe Dean. You know what I mean? This may be the game we lose. Nakobe Dean might be that factor. So I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing. I'm giving a slight edge to Philly. Slight.
Are you going to pick Philly if you had to pick one?
If I had to pick one, like I said, slight.
Okay. All right, Dre, real deal, passing game in general. I mean, all right, last week the weather, it was tough to get anything going in that. But is Jalen going to be able to get this passing game going today? And are we going to see this slow start again?
Yeah.
Ranked 29th in passing, so
yeah.
It's definitely a concern.
Yeah.
With his mobility and then also trying to get the ball out. You know how he always starts off like that slow, even when he's healthy. But what I did see last week, he ran to get that, guys out of the box and stuff to open up. Right. We got to get the passing game going, and I'm going to say this, man. And I'm looking at the camera. AJ Brown, put the book down, man.
Hey, let's go back. Let's go back to a couple seasons ago.
Right.
AJ Brown is the real deal.
No, he still is the real deal. I don't know why. I mean, if you want to be controversial or arguing about this, he's the best wide receiver we ever had. So why are you guys hating on him?
I'm not hating on him, but he's got to step up.
Yes, he does. That's what I'm about to say. You're right.
Yeah.
He needs to step up. He needs to step up now.
Yeah.
And of course, like I said, the quarterback's got to get the ball to him, but at the same time, he needs to get open. You're right.
Yeah.
So he needs to put the book down, get going, and face up.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about that offense. I mean, I want to see more Dallas Goedert involved. Like he opened up. That was good.
Yeah.
But what we have is Saquon Barkley, guys. I mean, that's the guy. That's the guy, man.
He's covered a lot of sins.
If Jalen can't pass the ball, we got to run.
That's the thing. I think they're going to load the box up. They may put 11 guys in the box. They're like, you know what, Jalen, beat us. I dare you to beat us. I dare you. You're hurt. You know what I mean? You're hurt and everything. I dare you to beat us. But I think this is going to be the game when somebody's figured it out. You know what? Saquon's not beating us today. That's just the bottom line. Saquon's not. If anybody can figure that out, Saquon's not beating us today. Jalen is on you. You got to beat us. We'll load the box 8, 9 in the box and whatnot. Saquon ain't getting nothing. You know what I mean? So that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
You gotta let Jalen beat you. See,
they gotta come out. They gotta come out like we said with the Buffalo Bills. They want to beat Kansas.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Put Washington away. Put it all on Jaden. To try to do it on his arm and his legs. Now, on the other side, man, I'm impressed with Carter. I think he needs to get that C on his chest.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. And
when Slay leaves.
when Slay leaves.
Which he could. He wants to retire after this year.
Carter, I want to see clinic on pass rushing. I want to see Jaden really get confused and scramble all over the place. Sorry, Mike, like Lamar did and fumble the ball. I mean, we got to put pressure on this kid, man. This rookie cannot come up in here and act like he's a veteran, act like he knows what he's doing.
That's embarrassing.
I want to smack this little toothpick, and I'm saying it right now. I told Hef that I am on now. Hef, you and I, we're not friends today. We are enemies. And I'm telling you right now, man, as a fan, because our show is called The Perspective of the Fan, Eagles are going to stomp the crap out of this team. And they better do it right away.
He's on fire now.
Cinderella story ends today, Hef. I'm sorry. You're confident about all that, whatever. I'm happy. You got your little sticker of yourself, waving up. I'm telling you, Washington is going to be put back in place. And my last thing I'm going to say, they ain't gonna be putting that coat on the sideline.
Oh, shit! Little TTs out there today, baby.
I told Hef I was gonna bring it once the friendship is over, man.
Man,
he knows I am on court. On court, I'm the same way. I don't like you when we play on court. We must be going against each other.
Mike, Dre brings up a good point. So with Daniels today, do you do like a mush rush? Like, what do you do? Do you try to just blitz him, or do you put the mush rush on? Do you spy him? What do you think? What do you do with Jalen today? Or I'm sorry, Daniels.
Daniels, I probably say spy. Cause I saw the blitz, and it seemed like when Detroit tried to blitz him, it seemed like they had an answer for every blitz that they threw at him. So I think just throwing pressure at him is not going to work. Fangio has done a good job with that front four and just doing a lot of disguises and stuff, make him, have to take a second to read the defense before he throws the ball. It will be interesting to see what kind of plays that Cliff Kingsbury comes up with. They do a lot of underneath stuff, a lot of screens, a lot of, passes out to the flat and try to let, someone get some yards after the catch. And then, of course, there's that deep ball with McLaurin that, shows up every now and then as well. I got the Eagles in this one. I think they just had the advantage. I've doubted Washington all year. And, I think they have played very well and have a very good team and have meshed very well. So they have a chance. To me, it's all about, just can Philly weather the storm again, because it always starts out with the slow starts that, they take a punch, but it's not a big punch. And then when they finally get going, then, it's over. It's kind of like by halftime, if the score is, within 4 or 5 points, it's like, well, Philly's got them exactly where they want them again. But if Washington can come out early and really put the pressure on, like if they get like a 2 touchdown lead early into the game, and it does become a Jalen Hurts, you got to beat us kind of game, I don't know. I mean, this is the time where he's got to earn his money, right? You've been talking about it all year. This will really be the time for Jalen Hurts to earn his money and show who he is. Yeah. That's what you got to do. You got to make it on him. If not, the Eagles got this.
Yeah, a lot of comments from Hef here. Load the box. Let's go, Dre. He's calling you out. He thinks the Commanders are going to win 35-28. And of course, now we jinxed them saying that there's been no turnovers. But Zach Ertz, he talks about him as well. The ex-Eagle today. He's going to be on the opposite side of the field today, which will be interesting for Zach Ertz. We'll see what Hurts won't last 60 minutes. We'll see.
Wow. Okay.
Man. Dre, did you pick the Eagles? I'm sorry. Did you?
Of course.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So everybody's pretty much got the Eagles so
you
far.
Wearing that jersey, you better pick it. You win all.
You're 100% confident, Dre?
Yep, I'm 100% confident.
Okay.
Man.
We got this game.
Yeah, I mean, I picked the Eagles, but I wanted to see this matchup. I really wanted to see it in the wild card thing because I just thought it'd be just a lot different. I think now that the Eagles have got like the wind underneath their sails and have won a game, and kind of in the championship game where that experience kicks in, I just feel like the Eagles, are going to win. If it was in a wild card game where Washington was like red hot and kind of unexpected jumping in, like how they did with the Detroit game. And in Tampa and stuff, I would have definitely felt a little more confident in Washington. But yeah, Eagles, they've had time to prepare. I think they're ready.
Sorry, Jermaine, at 99.9%.
Oh, man.
You said 100. There's no 100.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do think the Eagles are going to win. I think it is not going to be as guaranteed as we think, though. I do think it's going to be close, especially if, like you said, Washington comes out in the beginning. It's going to come down to Saquon. Can the Eagles get the passing game going? If not, is Washington going to be able to shut down Saquon? Because he's covered for a lot of sins. I think he's going to have to cover for some today. A.J. Brown was listed as did not practice yesterday again because he had an illness and a knee. Now, they could just be, again, they're probably managing his routines. I don't think it's obviously anything to be worried about. But
I finished that last chapter.
How healthy is he? Maybe he is hurt. I don't know. Maybe he is. But,
that knee, I don't know if it's the knee.
Them game 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, that knee.
Yeah.
And I mean, the explosiveness is not there, especially with that push fake. You know what I mean? And he was, any other time, man, come on, man. He's pulling that ball down. There's no reason why he dropped that ball. Something's going on. Something's going on. For him to have only 3 passes for how many yards? Is it the defense that figured him out, or like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, then you need Devontae Smith. You need Dallas Goedert. Then
you need Jahan Johnson too. You need him too.
Yeah, Dotson.
That's what you're playing with. I mean, everybody got to step up. Everybody, all hands on deck today. All hands on deck.
Yeah, and Washington's got the third or fourth wide receiver that we had. What was his name?
Zacchaeus.
Yeah.
They got him, and he's fitting pretty well over there.
He's banged up. He's hurt.
I know, but
that Brown guy, Dahami Brown, I was like, yo, where did he come from? I mean, forget McLaurin, it's that Dahami. I said, what the hell? This man's been coming on in the playoffs. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, they've been waiting on him for a minute. He was one of the guys that got drafted ahead of Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was on the list. For a minute there, it looked like he wasn't the better pick, but he's finally stepped up. But a lot of that is Jaden Daniels and the idea that he does spread the ball around. There is no I'm only going to one guy. He's hitting it to everybody. If you're open, you get it. And I think that's very impressive that he's able to do that.
The one thing that is interesting today is, let's not forget, Washington had a big injury on their offensive line. It just happens to be where Jalen Carter lines up. So are they going to be able to recover from that? And one thing that worked really well last week, in order to get the double team off of Carter, they did a lot more stunts. Yeah. And I think that's what you're going to see today. They're going to see like late blitzes, stunts. You're going to really see a lot of different looks that I think he's going to throw at them, especially when you got somebody on the offensive line who has that inexperience that Washington is going to have to account for. So that I think could be a factor today. Eckler could also be a factor.
Yeah,
that
Eckler.
Eckler's
playing well, real well actually.
One thing that Jay Daniels. Okay,
go ahead. I was just about to mention.
I was just saying one thing that Jay Daniels does very well is that he is very decisive with the ball. So that he gets the ball out pretty quick. So that will be critical to slow down some of that rush from Jalen Carter. It's just getting the ball out fast. If you can't get to him, you can't get to him because the ball's gone. So I do like that about his game.
He has accuracy, guys, for a rookie. He's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
You guys went back. Mike, you said basically that quarterback spy. Who's going to quarterback spy? Because if you take away Zach Bond, you know what I mean. That's probably your best defender that's going to spy. I mean, I'm obviously you gotta mix it up, But they were saying on the radio. I mean, do that must rush. You know what I mean, like they did against Michael Vick back in the when they went into the playoffs and they really contained him and whatnot. But it's not all Jaden Daniels. Daniels is a smart young kid, man. He's not going to sit up there. He's going to do his reads, and if it's not there, that's when he's going to take off. He's not that one read guy. I thought he was that one read guy, and then he's going to take off. You know what I mean? So you just got to be very disciplined in your lanes, in your gaps, and you cannot over pursue because once you over pursue, you're done.
Yep.
You're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're done. So.
Yeah.
Look, and let's just about this fourth down. Dan Quinn and I guess Nick Sirianni, they like on fourth down. So
they shouldn't even be in the stadium today. This stay home.
let's talk about that.
That is true.
Nobody's punting, man.
This should be no kicker.
I know. Stay home. We'll pay you. We'll just stay home, man. You know what I mean?
And that's a great point, guys. I mean, Jake Elliott has not been Jake Elliott.
He's been really off.
I don't know what's going on.
He made extra points.
Yeah,
like I was trying to say, man. He can kick. He can make the 40-yarder, but he can't make a 20-15. I'm like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
And Washington's kicker is suspect too, though. I mean,
they all are.
I mean, if he was point. He was 5 yards back in that Tampa game. They're not in the playoffs because that ball was.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's right.
They hit the left goal. Yeah, you're right. Not about that.
5 yards. That was a difference. You're
right. You're right.
LinkedIn.
That goalpost was painted more.
Yeah, he got that first down on the scramble.
I'm on it, man, to make it go.
Yeah. And Payne, have mentioned Payne's out today. That's a tough loss for Washington too. So we'll see. I mean, this time of year, it's how healthy are you and can you play through it? And like you said, Jermaine, all hands on deck today. Doesn't matter if you're Washington, Philadelphia.
Yeah, all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Kickers are not getting their attempts. That's because like Jermaine said last week, everybody's going for it.
I'm saying
it's coming down for a field goal, guys. I'm turning.
Game will not be blamed on the kicker today.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just saying the plane to Cabo is fueled up, right?
Yeah, that's it, man. That is it.
Someone's got their tickets waiting for them to go to Cabo, right?
Warm the jet.
All right, so this will be a quick one, guys. Let's play hire, fire, or retire. So we got a bunch of coaches here. I got a quick 10 of them. We'll just go around the horn real quick. First one, starting with Dre, 49ers, Robert Saleh, defensive coach, hire, fire, or please retire.
Hire.
All right.
Yeah, he did well with them, and that's how he got his head coach job. Hint, Mike. But I'll say he's hired.
All right, Mike.
Oh yeah, definitely hire. I mean, this, yeah, absolutely.
All right, Jermaine.
Yeah, hired. Man. Yeah, I mean, where else is he going to go? Because they was talking about him interviewing with the Cowboys, but the Cowboys, that's just another one. I just start laughing with that coach that they just hired. You see what the problem is. I'm so done, man.
I will say there is one caveat I have with the hire, and that is that you have a guy that could go and be head coach next year. So again, you got this I think they're going to try to make him the highest paid D coordinator in the league or something like that, which is fine. But Robert Saleh is that guy that he has a stellar year again. People are going to be sniffing again, and he will probably take a head coaching job again. So might be another rental.
He had no business getting fired in the first place at the Jets. You see that was a whole turmoil. That wasn't Robert's fault. Robert should still be the Jets coach right now. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I am going to say fire.
Ooh.
And the reason is because you saw the defense that Vic Fangio had. It was last in the league this year, and he was able to turn it around. Now, all right, granted, I know how he drafted some talent, but he has these guys playing. I don't see that from Saleh. I just don't. He didn't get the Jets playing. I think he lost the locker room. I don't trust him. Go on, get him out. He's had his shot. So
Dang.
I'm going to say fire.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. Dang.
Look,
All right. Yeah, we'll remember that,
man.
Sal.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, real quick, fellas. Before Aaron Rodgers, who was the quarterback?
Zach Wilson.
Ghost,
Wilson.
wasn't it? Seeing Ghost?
No, Zach
No, it
Wilson.
wasn't.
No,
It
Zach
draft
wasn't
pick.
Donald. It was
Yeah.
I mean,
Zach.
not
No,
Zach
Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
Zach Wilson.
Zach
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wilson.
draft pick, second round
Yeah.
pick, second number
That's
two
when he
pick.
had that beautiful mom and wanted to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
having
yeah,
an affair
yeah.
with him. Yeah,
Yeah, that-
so, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. America's Pie kind of thing. But anyway.
All right.
The
Next
reason why I'm bringing
Oh,
that
go
up
ahead.
though, because
Mhm.
I think if he would have had him, maybe they would have been better. I think Aaron Rodgers was the cancer.
Yeah, you brought that in there, man.
I think Aaron Rodgers is the one that got Robert fired. Not
I
Robert.
get it, but if you're the head coach, you got to control that. I get it, Dre. I mean, yeah, he's a
Well,
head
that's
case.
true
but
too. You're a
yeah,
head coach.
I mean,
well, Nick Sirianni. Well, no,
Nick, same
that-
thing.
no, take that back. Nick,
Yeah.
that was his job. He's called the personnel,
Yep.
coach, motivator. So
Mhm. Dre, next one. Let's talk about Michelle's team, Cowboys. Brian Schottenheimer. Seriously?
mm,
Hire, fire, or rehire?
You know what? My thing
Retire,
is
sorry.
this. I said the Eagles have to win, this Super Bowl this year because everybody's catching up. And I told Dre this. I think we was talking personally, one day that I said, including the Cowboys, because I think the Cowboys are going to get it right this year. I mean, yeah, this year. I think Jerry's going to get it right. Lo and behold, you can just scratch the Cowboys out. I mean,
yup.
you talk about puppets. You talk about puppets. You could have got this thing right this year, man. You could have got it right,
Mhm.
and you refused to do it because your ego and your power and all that stuff. You would have had power. Cowboys are out, man. I mean, this is a three-division. This is a three-team. Whoever's going to win, because I think the Giants are going to be up and coming. It's just a rebuilding,
Yeah.
but I think they're going to be going in the right direction. But you know what? The Cowboys are just really take that America's team off your.
It's-
So are you saying fire? You're saying fire.
Fire, man. I mean,
Yeah.
fire everybody. Don't just fire the coach. Fire everybody, man.
Now, to answer your question, like I totally forgot about him. I was like, yeah, it's Marty Schottenheimer's son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have to say this, Jermaine,
Yeah.
until Jerry Jones takes his resting place, Cowboys ain't gonna
when
be
he
never-
dies, when he's dead and gone, that's when you just
He got his son though. He got his
Sick
son though. His son's going to do the same thing. His son's
is he?
gonna-
I don't know.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's a
Oh, yeah.
puppet just like he.
I don't know.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Next.
ridiculous.
So you're saying fire?
Fire.
All right, Mike.
Don't even hire.
Yeah,
Don't
I
even
say
hire.
fire.
That's a good one.
You know,
Don't even hire.
I say fire, but I guess there's a caveat to it is that, last year Dan Quinn was, that defense played well, but then also got beat up and everything. And then he got hired. And then when he got hired by Washington, there still was a feeling of, why we get that guy? And then here we are now. And everyone's like, yeah, that was the smartest decision ever made. So maybe Brian Schottenheimer, I don't see it. I thought when you fire the head coach, usually the staff kind of goes too. But just to kind of promote from within, I don't know. I mean, his name wasn't talked about to host any other team. It wasn't like, that's the crazy part about it. It was like it just came out of nowhere. Like, oh yeah, we're going to promote from within. I was like, but he was a part of what you just let go.
Hello?
I mean, Marty, McCarthy brought him in. So what are you expecting different? I mean, it's almost like they just said, well, we'll let McCarthy go because renewing his contract is going to cost too much. So we'll just keep the guy in-house. He'll be cheaper, but we'll still keep staying the course. It sounded like what they did to me. They just said, we're not changing anything. We just put a different guy in charge that's cheaper.
I agree, guys. I say fire. This reminds me of Jason Garrett 2.0, man. It's like, here we go again.
Jason Garrett was in the mix too, Sal. I'm like, what do you think?
I mean, I can't believe they didn't try to talk to Kellen. You hate to wait, because of, the longer you wait, the less chance you got to get somebody. But I thought they really were going to at least talk to Kellen Moore and say, hey, you you got to let go a little bit early from here. But we need to have a chat. But I don't know, Schottenheimer. You'll see.
There's a lot. We'll try to see if we can speed this up a little bit, or maybe I'll just do a couple of them. But let's get to this one. I like this one. Raiders, Pete Carroll. Guys, 77-year-old Pete Carroll.
73.
Is he?
Yeah,
73? Okay.
Yeah, still.
Hire,
he's old as hell. Yeah.
Hire, fire, or retire, Dre. Pete
He's
Carroll.
there chewing his gum. So, and he keep chewing with no gum in his mouth. Right.
The way he
man, I don't know, man. I mean, Pete Carroll was a good coach. I mean, he did well in college and did well with Seattle. Can he turn his team around at 73 years old? He could.
How long has he been under the league? 2 years?
Forever.
I mean,
how long he's been out?
Yeah, how long has he been out since his other job?
He hasn't been out. He just wasn't coaching, but he was an assistant in Seattle. So he was, he was behind the scenes as like a consultant.
Oh, a consultant. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he wasn't directly.
He's back down on the field, on the sideline. Make a long story short, I say hire, honestly.
Hire?
Yeah.
You mean fire?
No.
Okay.
He's going for the hire, Jermaine. You don't agree?
I'm surprised at Tom Brady. Tom Brady had his his finger in this. I thought, you'd have went back to him or consulted with him. I'm surprised that he signed off on this. So, come on, man, retire.
Mike, Pete Carroll, you've seen him?
Yeah. I was funny. I heard on the radio someone was talking about this, and they're like, "Oh, he's 73 years old." And someone said, "Yeah, but the last two presidents of the United States have been older than him." And I was just like, "Well, enough of the ages, right?" So no, I say hire. I think Pete Carroll is the stability that team needs, and we talked about this with some of the coaches that get hired. When do you get a new coach? When do you get a retread coach? What state of the franchise are you in? And I think the Raiders are in that state where they need a hand that has someone that knows what they're doing, that just has the ability to put together a good coaching staff and just kind of get them on the right track. Will they win the Super Bowl, Pete Carroll? I don't think so. But can they get to being a winning franchise and be competitive? Absolutely. I think he's a guy. Look, he knew Russell Wilson was used up before the rest of us did. He was trying to get 3 draft picks for him. Inside joke. But but still,
that's the truth.
He knew Russell Wilson was bad. It was like, let me fleece the Denver Broncos for that. He's a good coach. I think Pete needs that energy. I say hire.
And what have Raiders got to lose? I mean, they're so bad. Why not?
Yeah. And if you look at that division, all the head coaches, you got Andy Reid, Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton, and now you got Pete Carroll. I mean, that's like, all-star roster of.
They're not
seniors,
though, man. Jeez, I mean,
Andy Reid's close.
Andy Reid is
into the 60s. I think
he's high. He's in his high 60s.
He out there.
I don't know.
Harbaugh, I think, is probably the youngest out of all of them.
Yeah, he is. Harbaugh's 61 or 62.
Yeah, he's not really necessarily that young. But a lot of experience, man. I think it's a good thing. I think they'll appreciate it.
Older than Jim.
I'll say hire for now. I don't think he's a long-term answer. I think like you said, I think it's a good point that he's there to help him get through a tough patch here and to bring stability right now. And you do need that, especially when you got a lot of young players like Brock Bowers that you're trying to build up. They need that direction. And I think he is going to provide it. But I think they're going to have a plan in place for somebody kind of like Cowboys did with Jason Garrett, somebody who's there now, who's kind of watching over it. So, Bevel. We'll get to some of the coordinators. Speaking of coordinators, let's talk about the two Detroit coordinators that went. So Jets took Aaron Glenn. Let's start with him, and the Bears took Ben Johnson. Let's start with Aaron Glenn first. Here we go, guys. They're going through. The Eagles went through the Lions 1 year, and both of them are out. Dre, Aaron Glenn to the Jets. Good luck with our boy at quarterback, right?
Fire.
Yeah,
I don't get this. I don't. And Mike's going to disagree with me. I don't. He's been there, I think, 2-3 years was Glenn, and then I think what's the name was 1 or 2 years was Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about. I'm gonna say two things. I don't care about you have an awesome season, and then you're gonna give them this, the props to say become a head coach. No, I disagree. You stay where you are to keep making the team dominant. Both of them, Ben and Aaron. Now, yes, opportunity to be a head coach job, that is a dream for a coordinator. I get that. But I haven't seen any success from none of these guys who went from there, especially defensive coordinators. Maybe offensive coordinators may have had a little more success, but defensive coordinators don't get any success. And I don't agree with everybody saying hire them as soon as they have a good season. Look what happened with Philly, right? We went to the Super Bowl. We had our guys. The following year, we got rid of them. And what happened? We were horrible. And we kept going back and forth. Is it the team? Is it that? No, it's the coordinators, man. I mean, they do gel together. But now Detroit Lions, 15-2, they're going to probably win 9 games next year. Wild card in the playoffs. I don't even know who the coordinator is going to be yet. I haven't really digged into what they're doing. That's why Campbell sat there and started crying last week because it's over. But I don't agree with it. I don't agree with these coaches getting these jobs right away just because they had one successful year.
All right, Jermaine, hire, fire, retire.
I say hire. I do. I say hire. I mean, yeah, Aaron Glenn has got a mess in front of him, and there's a lot of stuff he got to clean up now. If he decides to retain Aaron Rodgers, I mean, you got a problem, man. Come on. You're not going to win nothing next year. You're probably not going to win nothing in the middle of the following year. So yeah, I'm definitely saying, but he does have something. Give him time. Be patient. Yeah, I say hire.
Okay, Mike, I know you're going to have something to say here.
I mean, I say hire. I really wish he didn't go there, only because of I think that's just a team that just would have needed Pete Carroll. I just think, Aaron Glenn coming in as a new coach, even with the experience, Dre, I hear what you're saying, but, we'll get to that. I think it will be good that, the experiences he brings, because he does come from a winning franchise, and sometimes his guys coming from a winning situation can bring winning with them. But I just think that New York's such a tough market, and this is just the ownership and all that drama. But I'll say hire. You got to bring someone in, something new, see what happens.
I think I'm going to say fire, guys, for the simple reason that, we needed Pete Carroll for stability. The Jets need somebody who had more experience for stability right now because they are a mess. You need somebody who can bring that team and keep that glue together. And I don't know that this guy is going to be able to come in and do that. But I don't know. If he does, then I'll change it. But I don't see it yet. It may take him some time. So, because again, Jerry's point, he's only had 1 year. And we'll get into this. We can talk about this more next time. All right, coordinators becoming coaches too quick. We'll get into this conversation a little more next week. But for now, I'm saying fired only for the reason they need that glue.
I'll say this. I think it depends on what the expectations are. If you're going to bring this guy in and that it could take 2, 3, 4 years to become what you want it to be, then it's fine. If you're bringing him in and after 1 year you're going to be up there firing him because he went 4-12, that's a waste of time. And that's what these teams have to stop doing, is sitting there expecting the guy to overnight change things. You bring somebody in, you got to give them time to build. You got to let them clean house. When this guy's walking in with Aaron Rodgers, and they're probably pinning him with the decision to keep him or not. And it's like, dang, your very first thing you do as a new coach is try to figure out if you're going to let a Hall of Fame quarterback walk out the door or you're going to ride with him. I mean, that's a big decision right off the jump.
Like you said, Mike, you got to give him time. You got to give him time to do what you have to do and stuff. But it's a big mess up there. It's a big mess. But for now, Sal said fire. I say hire. You guys said fire. But that's what it's going to have to be. Give him time.
Yeah, and there's not many quarterbacks out there this year that you can use as a gap out there. It's really slim pickings. Yeah. draft or free agency.
Yeah,
either one.
This is a bad draft for quarterback. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right, Mike. I know you had a game. We have enough time quickly to get into that. What do you got going on, man?
All right, it's real quick. So it was that saying pressure burst pipes. So these games kept coming up today. Definitely a lot of pressure in them. So I just got a handful of players and others that are related to these games, and basically you could say they're under no pressure, or it's like a basement flood. A water main rupture, or the dam is about to burst. And then if you don't remember that, if you can't recall that, then it's just on a scale of 1 to 4. 1 being no pressure, 4 being total, complete, tons of pressure. Right. So I'll start out. Patrick Mahomes. What kind of pressure is he under?
Nothing. He's on 1.
What pressure is he under when you got the refs in the back?
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
it's no pressure.
Come on,
pressure. There's no pressure.
There's no pressure. He's just going to do whatever he wants to do.
I mean, you ready?
He has the refs to protect him.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah. And then he's going to go and whine to him. And Ram, come on, man.
Jermaine,
he hit me in my toenail. You know what I mean? I got it.
Oh man! Holy
no
crap.
pressure, Mike.
Oh my God, no pressure. All right, let's juice this up a little bit. Jalen Hurts, what kind of pressure is he under today? This is the man that has not had
that damn is about to bust.
Yeah, that's it. That's like
wide open. God forbid, that city's gonna erupt when he turns around and he tries to get on that knee, that bad knee, and he fumbles the ball. Oh my God! Because we talk about the turnover. That damn. I was watching. What was I watching? Vegas Vacation, when he was and Chevy Chase was in the dam and he's trying to hold. He's putting bubble gum on the wall. That's what Jalen's doing, man. That's what Jalen's doing.
Talking Hoover, man.
So, Mike, I actually the way I'm thinking about it, it's a flooded basement because you can get the buckets of water and try to get it out, or get an HVAC, right? So, to me, that's where his play. I don't know what, like the knee injury, and also how he started off slow anyway, healthy. So it's flooded. To me, the basement's flooded.
All right. I guess.
All right. Well, what about Nick Sirianni, man? What do you think? You think what kind of pressure he's under? This is another championship game. What do you think?
To be funny, he's under no pressure.
I thought you were going to say Howie, Mike. I was.
I had Howie on this too. Howie was on this too.
He has no pressure. I think he has no pressure. No.
Nick has no pressure, Dre?
No.
Okay. All
right. He's players coach. I don't think Nick. I don't think he's. I agree with Dre. I don't think he has any pressure.
I think he's got a little bit. I don't think it's like the basement's flooded. I think he's maybe a 1. It's there. The water's slowly dripping in, but it's not like the dam's not.
You can't do anything with Nick. I mean, look at his winning percentage, man. The man is winning.
Yeah, he is winning.
Yeah, he
is.
You gotta look at that, man. So
he is, man. But
all right, what about Howie? Since you brought it up, Sal, what kind of pressure is Howie under?
Pass.
I don't understand, Sal. What does he have to do? What's happening? The Georgia players are playing. We talked about this. The Georgia players are playing to where they're supposed to be playing. This is the year that these Georgia players needed to come up. You got Jalen Carter. You got definitely Nolan Smith. You know what I mean? Because we talked about it. What he drafted 5. We predicted it's like at least if you could get 2 of them to play right, and you have 3 before he got hurt in the Kobe Dean. Come on, man.
You passed on Justin Jefferson. You passed on Justin.
But you got Dre's. You got Dre's boy. Who would you rather take?
You drafted Carson Wentz. You drafted Jalen Hurts, who's still, in my opinion, to be determined. Not that he's a bad quarterback. I just think it's to be determined. So I don't know. You're selling us on 2 franchise quarterbacks. 1 who didn't work out. 1 who may work out. We'll see.
We need to have a show. We need to have a show in the off season and just talk about all of Howie. It'll just be the Howie. It'll be the Howie show. That's
so,
it.
Mike, you know what happened then? the sump pump stopped working.
Yeah.
So you know how it floods up, and then that's Howie. Okay, the sump pump.
Jalen Rieger, Justin Jeff. Come on, man.
All right, we passed that. Look what we got now.
I know what I'm saying. Yeah.
And AJ Brown, man. What are you talking about?
I guess I kind of see what Sal's saying, because remember
what are you saying?
No, because he's talking about how to draft, how we could have, because I think we passed up on Ray, from the Baltimore, linebacker Ray Lewis.
Yeah, but that wasn't Howie. Yeah, that wasn't Howie.
Oh, that wasn't Howie doing. I thought Howie came in during that year.
No, that wasn't Howie.
No, that was ancient ago.
Yeah,
but then I was blaming Howie for that.
Gotta find a way to blame Howie. That's all,
I mean, the only thing I think Howie's pressure at all is just how the team does today. But I mean, I think overall he's assembled about the best opportunity that you got. I mean, both coordinators have worked out. I mean, for the most part, those are Howie hires, and then the guys you drafted. I mean, Jalen Carter and
not the ones last year though.
I mean, but I think that was Nick's hires. But I think so far, I say Howie doesn't have any pressure. He just got to go watch the game and see what happens. Real quick, I got just a couple quick more. Yes, he brought this one up, and I think it is a good one. Sean McDermott, the coach of the Bills. I mean, like you said, Jermaine, it's been, a couple times that they've gotten to the playoffs, and what kind of pressure is he under today?
Yeah, and he's under a ton of pressure. If he doesn't win today, come on, man. Every year is something. Now you done got rid of the junk as far as Stephon Diggs and everything. Now you figure out how to run the ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not just Josh Allen, but basically, you got James Cook in there. You got these young receivers. Everything is gelling. Dude, if you don't win today, man, I'm sorry. You got to sit back. It's like, we need to regroup. What's going on here? Every year this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. Boom. So it's definitely a ton of pressure.
It's like the 49ers.
His blood pressure is sky high.
Like the dam. For
sky
Sean,
high.
the dam has broken or busted. What do you want to call it?
Oh shoot.
Dam, because like Jermaine said, they don't win.
That dam is damn.
That dam is damn.
That dam is overflowed.
Damn.
Yeah.
What else can they do? I mean, what else can they do? They got all the right pieces, man.
Crazy glue.
Well, that's how Baltimore feels, right? I think that's how Baltimore feels. All the right pieces.
Now I'm looking at Jim Harbaugh now.
I'm giving it one more year, Mike, with Baltimore. Then you gotta rethink with that. Look, something ain't right. It's not
Jim.
Right.
Lamar?
Lamar,
the dam breaking?
John. Excuse me, John.
Yeah, John. I don't know.
Excuse me, John. I didn't mean to say Jim.
I'm giving Baltimore, but Buffalo, and especially they get whipped on today. Oh my God, that's it. That's it. I think that's it. Yeah. You can't go in with the same concept that you did this year into next year. You can't do it. You can't do it. Something's got to give. Something's got to give.
So, real quick, I got two more. This one is definitely an obvious one, but maybe not so obvious. But Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback, playing in first championship game, opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. What kind of pressure is he under?
The way he looks poised, Mike. I'm just saying. I mean, you went into Detroit. Nobody didn't give Detroit. Nobody didn't give Washington nothing when you go into Detroit. When you go into Detroit and everything, he looked poised. He did. He looked poised, and he's going to be poised, today if Fangio don't throw something different at him. But I'm thinking this man, we're going to have problems, man, years to come. We're going to have problems. That's why I say you need to win the Super Bowl now. Just like what you said last year, Mike. San Fran had to win the Super Bowl. Now look at it. It's a mess, to a point, So, you got to win it now. But I'm going to tell you right now, Jay Daniels, with Dre talking about the real deal with AJ and stuff. He's going to be the real deal. It's going to be a problem.
Even with the sophomore slump next year, possibly.
I don't. Yeah, well,
he's RG3.
Yeah, because coordinators, what coordinators get paid to do. You're right, Dre.
Yeah.
This is what coordinators get paid to do.
And that's how I felt about C.J. Stroud. I said C.J. Stroud's going to be unbelievable this year.
Yeah,
look what happened.
We'll see. Yeah. But Washington's got. So did Houston too. But they get one more receiver because they're talking about bringing T. Higgins, right? Or from Cincinnati or something like that.
Yeah,
they get one more receiver. Yeah, free agent. Yeah.
Yep. That would help them.
That and maybe I still don't trust their running backs. So
No pressure to play the game, Mike. No pressure.
Yeah. Got one more, man.
Yep. Yeah, I got one more. This one, you guys, find interested. Jerry Jones.
Oh God. Jesus.
This is what I feel about Jerry Jones.
I got a good one. Go ahead, Jermaine. I got a good one since he's on that dam and all that. I got a good one. Go ahead, Jermaine.
Wow.
So, Mike, this is a good one. The aqueduct system. What happened to Lake Mead? What's happening right now with Lake Mead, right? How was California getting their water, right? Right? Going through that aqueduct system is totally dried out. Lake Mead is drying out. That's how I feel about Jerry Jones, man. It's never gonna get never, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that dam was about to bust for real. I mean, Cowboys fans, I can't see any Cowboys fan right now just looking at that team and saying, "This is it. We're back." It has to be no feeling of hope from that team right now.
Brutal.
It just can't have.
Yeah.
It has to be no hope, man.
I'm loving it, man.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's got to be a lot of pressure, man, because this thing blows up. If they start out like 0-4 or 0-5, or it look like crap, and Dak looking bad and dysfunctional. Oh my God!
Oh my!
I can see Stephen A. Smith smoking a bunch of cigars every time they lose. It's like Jerry, look at you.
Enough said on Jerry Jones. Please, that team, man. Dak taking up 50% of their salary cap.
Sal, this is my question. Who would you rather have as a GM, Jerry Jones or Howie?
Jerry.
What?
Oh my God! Really?
What?
You kidding me?
Sal, I'm about to mute you. I'm about to mute you, Sal.
Oh, man.
There's no way. You need to
If you have comments, as always, enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com. We are on all the major social media platforms.
Don't send it to Jermaine. That's why we ain't getting on an inbox.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got to disassociate that. Maybe that's our problem, man. Nobody wants to talk to Jermaine. So if you want to email Mike about the 49ers and Big Dom, do that. Enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com. Big Dom will be in the house today, Mike. Definitely.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm sure. He'll get his one camera shot. I'm sure someone will say something during the telecast. There's Big Dom on the sideline. Escorting up some Rudy fan.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go. Let's get it.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
Dawkins will be there with that today.
Oh, yeah.
My God, man.
Oh, yeah. Dawkins. Oh, my God. He's already there.
Yeah. Dre flashed up the YouTube channel. Enough Said, of course, on YouTube. Enough Said podcast. Check us out, like our videos, subscribe so you can get all the alerts. And that's our Instagram right there. Enough Said. At first, I thought that said WTF on the end. It did not. No. Which is good. Yes, you can check us out on all the major channels. We're also posting. Dre's been kind enough to post some new shorts, so you can check them out. They're really good if you like watching just like 30-second clips of us ranting, or you just like seeing Jermaine's mug. One of the two, whatever. And we will see you all next week for better or for worse. We'll see how this all works out next week.
You may not see Dre next week.
Oh, man.
Dre, you just see his background.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
You guys lose. Please don't go out in the street. Don't go out in the street and riot. Please don't.
Yeah, no, he's got to run the show. He's a producer. So, Dre's is like, I'm out, guys. I'm out.
Yeah, man.
No,
we shall see.
This guy locked up in South Jersey.
Yeah, man. Well, it'll be interesting driving back tonight from the game. So yeah, that they do if they do lose. So that'll be interesting. But either way, we will be here next Sunday, win or lose. We might not be as happy, but we will be here nonetheless. Well, Mike might be as happy because
Mike don't care.
Yeah.
Grin on now. I'm
As
gonna
long
watch
as it
that
ain't the
grin off his
Chiefs.
face right
As
now.
long as it's not the Chiefs, I'm good. You know, you know.
But you did say if it was Buffalo and Eagles, you want Buffalo to win. So you did
Yeah,
say that.
I will say that. Yeah, because Buffalo's never had a chance. They never won. You know,
Or
They've lost
Super
four.
Bowls. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, everybody. Enjoy the games, and we will check in with you all
Yeah.
next week.
yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
everybody, let's go, Eagles. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Do it.